You guys, welcome to the channel. If you are new, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's what grows the channel. If you guys have already subscribed, thank you, thank you. Check it out for the new subscribers. I post videos and readings to the community wall. I'm about to post a new video to the community wall, but anyway, I post readings to I text them up collective readings to the community wall. And sometimes I'll just like share videos that other creators have made to the community wall. So you guys be sure to check that out. Um, I usually do that on the daily, but since I've been doing more live readings, I haven't texted up collective readings. So if you follow me, if you follow me and you're new and you're following me and you want to see more content when I'm not going live, check out the community wall. Um, my my friend my friend called me the day before yesterday, and she told me that she woke up and she was hearing rejection is God's protection. And I think that I've heard someone else say something really similar to that, and I believe it was Liz Liz from Guided by Angels that says that, but not that. I think she says separation is preparation. She does twin flame readings, right? Um, the rejection is God's protection. It just made me think about a few things that Elsie has said to me in the past. Like she said, that she had visions that we were gonna go back to like bartering, right? Like the Rasta way of life. And I believed her with that because I think with moving into new earth and getting rid of these corporations, I think so, and I think a lot of people already live that way. The only thing that I disagreed with her about that is for it to be like that in an entirety. Will we see that in our lifetime? So I don't think that. I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm wrong with that, right? You don't have to be in the chat to hit the thumbs up. You can hit the thumbs up and not be in the chat. Um, but I do, and like I had this yard sale yesterday too, right? And I started thinking about what she said. So it's things like that, right? So we are not relying on the corporations to provide, clothing, medicines, produce, food. There's Yeah. Thank you, thumbs up. I'm not for sure. Hey, be safe, be careful driving. 12:21 on the clock. 12:20, 12:21 on the clock. I'm not for sure exactly how deep I want to go, so let me go ahead and put a disclaimer on this shit right quick, right? Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Please do not make any life altering decisions based off of this video. Probably going to do a couple readings, probably at the end. I'll make sure to put timestamps on that. But these videos and readings, they're intended for entertainment purposes only. And if I'm saying it is my opinion, that is my opinion, and it's just that. Doesn't mean that it's a fact, doesn't mean that it's true. It's just my own thought process on the situations, right? So thank you. I feel like when I started the channel, I did not realize that your videos could just be deleted, and I didn't realize that you weren't just allowed to say anything. And I didn't know that they could just delete shit and not even give you any type of a warning, reason, explanation, or any of that. So in March of 2020, and I had only been on YouTube for like a month. I was doing live readings, and there was something that I said, and I still believe I still believe, even with our collective, right, that it's still both ways. So what I was saying was, one, I kept hearing crimes against humanity. That was one. Two, I kept hearing this is a mass awakening. And what I felt by the mass awakening was two things. First is people were going to wake up to the political propaganda that's being displayed by the mainstream media. And so that's going to be layered and fall into different categories as well, right? That's not just one thing. It's your corporations, big farm, the secret societies, the all this shit, right? So that's part of it. But I described it as, I mean, we're being fucking lied to every day by the news outlets, in my opinion. And then, and part of this awakening is people waking up, the Kundalini awakening, meeting their twin flames, the quote unquote runner twin flame having an awakening, right? So even with it just being like two, it still layers out, right? Because even with like a Kundalini awakening, some people can have a spiritual awakening and it's not the Kundalini awakening. They just know, like, um, they just know to the spirit realms. They know to practice yoga. They know to get grounded. They know to meditate. They know, to work on their chakras. And maybe that is even that preparation for the Kundalini awakening. But it doesn't mean that it's an actual Kundalini awakening, right? But still, they're going to fall more over here into that category than the other category, right? Because with that other category, the first category, that's it. That's your conspiracy theorists, right? So they're gonna be looking at shit like that. But it's all really kind of layered. And I've seen that in my collective readings since I started the channel. There are people that have had a Kundalini awakening. There are people that have had a spiritual awakening. And those people probably are like, this bitch is crazy. Because I'm like, this motherfucker, right? Whatever. I'm not all love and light, right? I'm aware of the shadow. I'm aware of the dark, right? I'm not your typical kumbaya reader, right? That's just not who I am. And that maybe it would be a little bit, thank you, balanced. It may be a little bit different for me if I didn't have to work in the matrix. I may be a lot calmer, a lot more love and light. And really, that is my goal. That is my goal, is to love everybody, understand that we're all connected, and nothing can phase me as far as what it just roll right off of me. That is my goal. That was my goal with my mom. I wanted to the boundaries had to be set, right? Because I had allowed too many things to go on, because, well, that's my mom. And I had to set the boundary in order to heal those things. And while I was healing, I really hoped that we would be able to come back face to face, and nothing she said or did, whether this was direct or to my siblings or even my own children for that matter, could that it couldn't affect me anymore. It just rolled right off, because I come to understand that my mom was in a deep coma, right? Unfortunately, I did not get there, y'all, and unfortunately, my mom didn't get there. But it's like LC was saying, rejection is protection. So had those things not have happened, I wouldn't have been able to come over here by myself and work on some things, because that would have been a distraction, and that would have kept pulling me down into low vibrational energy, regardless of whether her knowing that she was doing that or not, right? So it had to be that way. It had to be that way for my siblings and my children to understand, and it had to be that way for my mom. Yeah. So I think what I'm getting at with all of this is we're talking about timelines as well, right? We're talking about timelines. The way that I may see something, it might be different than how you see it, right? Or the way, um, like with this bullshit that's going on on the mainstream media, or like fucking Diddy showing up in my Scorpio reading, and my I believe he might have even showed up in my Pisces reading, and then it was like Will Smith and his son showing up in the Cancer reading. It's like how this stuff in the outside world is also reflecting back into our personal space, right? Because we want a lot, not just fuck. It's not just one thing, right? Okay, y'all are driving. You be safe too. You be safe too. So if you look at like the P Diddy situation, right? And then you got people that's coming out. Yeah, I knew he was a big freak, right? Yeah, right, motherfucker. That's them trying to protect their brand. But also too, I think this shit done already happened, and then it's just coming out like this. Because if you think about it, if the mainstream media has anything to do with anything, it's some bullshit, right? So what you're seeing with that situation, that it probably done happened a long time ago, and there's probably, you know, Illuminati ties into that, and it's coming out for a reason. But also when you reflect that back into our personal space and our home lives, it's also hey girl, hey, it's also where the men in our lives, right? Whether these are our husbands, our fathers, our brothers, our sons, where they're looking, right? These people that they idolize. Now, maybe your brother didn't idolize Diddy per se for him, or your father, but when you look at these men, like the fame, the big fancy cars and big fancy houses, these people were being put out there for, I just saw 1331 on the timer. These people are being put out there. That is a marketing strategy. And also, I believe that also too indoctrinates the narcissist, because the narcissist has got to win at all costs, right? So it doing any it's most people aren't gonna fucking live a lifestyle like Diddy, right? Most people aren't gonna have fucking two, three mansions and fancy cars and Rolexes and all that. That is outrageous, right? They had to sell probably their fucking souls and their fucking family out to get to that level. But when they're putting this out there on the mainstream media, oh, well, you really ain't shit unless you got a big fancy car, right? You really ain't shit unless you got a big fat fucking dick, right? You really ain't shit unless you got a bit, and that caters to distorted masculine energy, and it creates a facade in even our home lives, that this type of stuff is normal. So with that stuff going on in the outside world, right? That it's waking people up on a different level and on a different timeline, right? So like when you all see me reading and I'm like, this motherfucker, well, there's fucking a reason for that. Now when you come over here into the Kundalini awakening and the spiritual awakening, and you'll see things from a different perspective, because it had to be that way, right? Things had to come out, and these lies being exposed, and um I mean, it's all just a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's all just a bunch of bullshit. And you're evolving. Even people that have had an awakening to this stuff over here, they just might not understand you, right? Because everything is changing. You are evolving. You are different. You don't feel the same. You don't look the same. You're not the same. And if you're a twin flame, you have a person that's out there walking around that in essence is you. And that is a big fucking deal. So people over here, you can try to explain that to them all day long. They're not going to get it. Now they'll get that the world is ran by a fucking cabal that likes to fuck children and sell them and eat their fucking pineal gland fluids, right? They might get all of that, but they're not going to get that you have had an awakening and you're lit and you see dead people in your house. And 2 hours before your mother crosses, you're having a full-blown fucking argument with her. Those people, they're not going to understand that, right? And I think that's 3D distractions. Yes, 3D distractions. And I think that we're on this timeline that's because of what I'm seeing in the collective. Yes, there are people that it's waking up like, you can't believe this shit, but then they still watch it though too, right? It's like, don't watch that. Don't like. For me, and when I was out the other day, you all, and there were four ladies standing there in line, and I don't know. One has said, "Well, I saw it on the news," and 3 of us just went and looked at her, and I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm just like looking around, and if you have really been waking up, if you are really leveling up, if you are you will look around and be like, this feels like the goddamn Twilight Zone in this motherfucker, right? So if you go out in public and you don't feel that weird shit, if you don't feel that weird vibe, then you haven't had an awakening yet. You have not had an awakening yet. And if you feel that energy, if you feel that, it's best to transmute that so you can see things from a higher perspective. What's my girl say? What's my girl say? LC, bless it. Bless it. Bless her heart. Like, yeah, that's a Southern thing, y'all. But that is, instead of getting riled up, instead of getting angry, transmute that like they don't know. For a long time, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. For a long time, I did this thing where I was like, "Oh, wake up," and I would be shaking them, and I would take things personal, like, I'm fucking telling you. I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. I'm your motherfucking reader. You come to me, you trust in my readings, you don't fucking believe what I'm telling you right now. These motherfuckers is fucking crazy, right? I don't really so much do that anymore because now it's more of a I understand how we were duped. I was duped. I used to believe things that are completely not true. And sometimes I still believe things that aren't true, right? Um, we were all duped. We were all hoodwinked, right? Every single last one of us. So we're all we're all evolving, healing, growing on different timelines. So the best thing for us to do is, yeah, we got to set those boundaries, right? We have to set the boundaries until we get to that place where it doesn't phase me. You cannot hurt me with your words. You cannot hurt me with your energy. Um, I know that you're a child of God. Sorry, you're a fucking narcissistic motherfucker, but I still love you, right? That should kind of be the goal. Um, but we're not there. I'm not there. You're not there. The collective is not there. But that's where we're trying to get there. So it Millie says it's really like walking in two worlds for real. Um, Elsie and I, we used to have conversations, and I would be in these walk-in coolers, right? That was a job that I had, and I might think that is weird as fuck, but I would layer up, and I love that fucking job. I had that shit on point, right, for each distributor. It audit ready at all times, and I did not have to fucking deal with people. That was like, and until they fucked me over with money. Like if I could have worked that out with them, I would still be doing that. I loved that fucking job. I did not have to deal with the public. But her and I, we used to have these conversations, Millie, and it's especially like I remember one specific conversation. I had all this cardboard that I had pulled out of the walk-in. I was taking it to the dumpster, and her and we were talking, and I said, it's like the fucking Walking Dead or something. You know how the Walking Dead has that weird energy vibe, and it's like you can feel that shift, right? You can feel it. It's thick in the air, and that was like 2021. I remember her and I being on the phone. I think January 2021. I might not, it may have been closer to spring, but it's very thick in the air. It is very thick. And for the ones that are not um, getting that, or the ones that are still doing things like being mean, um, they're probably getting their asses handed to them right now. Um, yeah, kind of like you're watching from outside of yourself. Yeah, it feels surreal for sure. It feels surreal. And so when you're elevating, right? When you're elevating, you're going from the third dimension to the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension. I mean, the third dimension is this bullshit, you know, where we've been so taught to that selfish ways of living is, how you get ahead in life, and um, a lot of money and material and consumerism, right, is involved in the 3D. The 3D is all matrix bullshit, because when you spiritual awakening, that their third eye has been activated, right? People that have kundalini awakenings, for sure they have. So you're seeing that it's like 2 days before my mom died, right here in front of the refrigerator, it opened up, that the realm opened up, and it was like yellow and white. And I knew, or I assumed, that she had not physically crossed, but because when they're dying, they're on both realms. Like their body is physically here in the 3D, but they're on, the 5D realm, or they're not they're not to heaven yet, right? So they can be here and there. And I felt like she was trying to come here, and I just looked. And at first I thought it was my grandmother trying to tell me that my mom was trying to come through. But then I thought, no, that was my mom. So I was just looking over there. I'm sitting right here, right? I'm sitting right here, and I said, "What are you trying to tell me?" That's one of the reasons why I use the cards, right? Because my third eye vision isn't perfect. My third eye vision isn't perfect. Um, I pretty much figured that my mom is trying to tell me, come on, it's time. And like y'all, April had texted me Friday morning, and April is a medium, y'all. She is, oh my God, she is all that, right? Um, she she's at work, and she does Reiki and massage therapy. And she told me that she thought, that my mom was there. And she's like, "There's a lady here." And every time I say Stacy's mom, I get super goosed. Well, I asked her if she was seeing yellow and white, but she was not. And she sent me a picture, and it was rainbow color. But I knew that that's my mom because I was hearing somewhere over the rainbow. So, sometimes it takes, not, I didn't touch the cards because I don't like to read for death, you guys. I don't like to read for death. Love April. I love April. um I don't like to read for death. I'm never right about it. It's inevitable. And even like this time last year when I started seeing my mom's death, um, at first I put it off as intrusive thoughts, and maybe in ways it was. I'm not really for sure. Um, I'm not I'm not emotional about it, probably like how my siblings are. I mean, there was one point, the day that I walked off of my job, I cried from my, like down in my solar plexus. It was so deep down in there. And I mean, I was crying so hard. I thought I was feeling my daughter's heart. But I mean, looking back on that, it was probably my siblings. Um, I mean, it could have been anybody over there that was mourning my mom, right? The point, I guess, is what I'm getting at is sometimes our third vision is a little bit cloudy, and um, you have to really use discernment when it comes to certain things. Get chills on your legs right now. Y'all be on the lookout for my mom. She's been in here today. Um, she's I think she's kind of being kind of quiet about showing up, because when I got into it with her, I went over to I went over to her house Friday morning, and my brother answered the door. And y'all had to understand, like, that's only the second time I've seen him in like 7 years. So I'm like, I think it's today I'm hearing somewhere over the rainbow. When me and him get into it or whatever. Let me rephrase that. I got into it. And when I come back over here, it's like, I was telling my mom, I do love you. I do, but go fuck with them. Like, you've had plenty of opportunities to come here and be in my house, and you don't choose to be here. So go hang out with them. And now I feel like she's like, okay, I'm going to come over and check on her, but I'm going to be real quiet, right? Or fucking cuss me out again. And that I'm like, I'm a jerk for that, um there is a balance to everything, you guys, for sure. And if, like I told my brother when I went back the second time, because he thought that maybe my mom was waiting on my daughter, and my daughter had refused to go over there. So when I went back the second time, I didn't want to stand in the house and talk to my mom, because I knew that my mom could hear me standing there. We'll talk out there. And like, I pointed towards the window, and I'm like, when that's me, don't be fucking standing over me, boo-hooing and shit, like your heart is aching so bad because I'm fucking dying, right? No, no, I don't think so. Because if I wasn't good enough in life, then don't make me important in death. And that's not really, that's not godlike. That's not all love and light. And so I guess with me, it's like, I want to be transparent with you guys that I'm not all fucking love and light. And it I have to lay boundaries with people sometimes, so they understand that those that can't be crossed again. um you know Maybe one day it'll be different between he and I, or even like, how I wanted things to be with me and my mom, to where it does not phase me. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't make me feel any kind of way that whatever happened. It just it's just a flow. And I understand that everybody has a sole reason and purpose on this realm, right? But on the higher dimensions, that's where our souls are really still intact, right? I don't know. So, um, yeah, I think I said enough. And I guess I guess really what I'm trying to explain is, when the cards come out, right? And I do bless the cards. I bless the chat. I ask, for nothing negative, or if any type of negativity to come against you guys, against my hands, against the cards. Um, when the when the reading is this motherfucker, that's how I see it, so that's how I'm going to read it. um I can't I can't manipulate the readings, you guys. I just have to read them the way that they are. um and I'll tell y'all something right now too. I'll tell you, and I said this before. And I think that may have been a big reason why my twin stopped in the background, because he was like, "Fuck, this is all my shit," right? Because his energy trumps y'all's. It just does. And I'm gonna tell on him. Um, the Virgo reading was the Virgo reading was me and my twin. And I think he must have thought I looked cute that day, y'all. Right? Like, she's so cute. And then my face is blushing. Um, so a lot of times I was doing readings and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like the King of Wands would just fly out of there. Temperance would just fly out of there. And it's my twin in the background watching. Like, you're fucking up the reading, dude. This is supposed to be their readings, and he's like, no, this is my shit, right? He's maybe I'm gonna be quiet. I even think he was like, okay, she knows I'm back here watching. She don't like my eyeballs on her, and I'm not saying hi in the chat. She don't like that. Okay, so then he would take like if he watches on his phone, right? If he's watching on his phone or listening on his phone, like he'll put his phone over here. Maybe he's working, driving, maybe he's sweeping the floor, whatever the fuck he's doing, right? Whatever. Like, I just put the phone over here that way my eyes aren't. Dude, I that that used to drive me crazy, y'all, when he would do that. So yeah, I would think he's probably listening right now. I don't think his eyes is on is on the chat. So, Mr. Millie says, "How you doing today?" One day he gonna show up in the chat, and my face is gonna be so hot, and I'll be laughing, and y'all be like, "What the fuck?" This big Tony in the chat. So yeah, I, I think that was kind of another reason why I had to like back off of collectives and zodiacs as well too, because when you got one person, this energy is so strong, and they're just trumping the whole reading, and two, it was causing conflicts in my personal growth and my personal healing growth, because it was putting me in an energy of waiting for him to show up, waiting for him to say hello in the chat, because I could see him and I could see how much he loves me. So that was get the fuck out of here. But yeah, that was I think that period of time, you guys, helped my twin and I for our codependency issues and our emotional unavailability. And also, I think it was helping both of us understand like the connection too, because if something was going on in my life and I would come on here and say it, he's in the background like, oh fuck, that's what that was, or vice versa. So it was a good thing, it was a good thing. But um I don't think that the the twin flames really need readings. I just don't feel that way anymore. When I first started reading, I did think that they needed readings to be able to understand what is happening. The thing of it is, if you are twin flame and you are very good on your own and you love you, you make you a priority, you make you happy, you make you good, then you don't need a twin flame reading, because everything that you do for you, it reflects back to your counterparts. So if you're good, then your counterpart's good too. So that's what I got. That's what I got there. um, when my counterpart was watching you all, I didn't feel flattered by it, right? That didn't flatter me. That didn't make me feel flattered, or oh, he thinks I'm pretty or whatever. like for a while it made me mad, but then it made me my heart warm because it's like, oh, he's learning. Oh, it's so good. So um if you're in a twin flame dynamic, or not even a twin flame dynamic, just in a connection with someone and they're trying really hard to evolve and become a better person, don't forget to tell them that, how proud you are of them. I'm proud of you, Tony. Every day I feel this shit, right? I'm proud of all of you all in the chat too, because you do the damn thing every single day. That's all we can do, is be better today than than what we were yesterday. Well, thank you all for supporting me on my journey. Y'all want me to throw some cards, or do y'all just want me to leave it at that? I was gonna do a reading like a reading for the people that have had a awakening, like to the outside world, and then do a reading for the people that have had a spiritual awakening. And I had even thought, why? Let me pull on and see why this Diddy shit is coming out. But then I thought, no, you know what? Fuck that motherfucker. He's not worth my time. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, Millie. It, and I have that on my door too. Be be grateful. Um, it's hard for us to see the beauty in being chosen. I had said I had said one time that you was chosen, you was picked for this, and somebody made a big nasty comment. You weren't chosen. You weren't. Well, you kind of were. You kind of were. I mean, if you think about it, you guys, what I went through in the past 12 days, most people don't go through that in a lifetime. And I'm I'm still here. Yeah, yeah, fuck them. Fuck Diddy, the fucking pervert. It's so funny though, because I was like, a year ago, when I changed, I was just like, oh, I didn't want to be a twin flame anymore, or I didn't want to read for twin flames anymore. I'm just only going to read for the outside world, right? Oh, read for the outside world. And then the outside world shit still comes in. And I'm like, well, why is the outside world shit still coming in? My spirit guides is like, duh, dummy, that's what you wanted, right? Yes. Yeah. And and that's the Millie said exactly, Millie. That's kind of the what I was getting at, right? I watched I don't know what that says. Basher, Bashar video, and it spoke about you want to be in the energy vibration of love, joy, and gratitude. Absolutely. That's what I was saying about my mom. I was not there yet. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there, but just to show up and be like, okay, I'm here, but I'm not, then that's not authentic. That's not honest. I was not there with her. But that's it. Love, joy, and gratitude. And that is hard for people that's working in the matrix. It is very hard. It is a challenge. And that is something that you have to get up every single morning and look in the mirror and have your morning mantras and go outside and appreciate nature, appreciate everything that you have, and be able to detach from the 3D matrix. That one job, that overnight job that I had, not only was it like that was spiritual attack, y'all. That was spiritual attack. And that, that was one of the things that I was saying in 2020. World War III is spiritual, and we in it, y'all. When you are when you are trying to shine your love and light, you have got to fucking gear up. You have got to put your fucking armor on, because these and I got that I had got that with Cat Williams. I had channeled that quote. You have got to be in tune with your star player, because these haters do not play fair. So put that into the spirit world is not all fucking love and light, right? So you have to be in tune. You have got to be geared up. You have got to be protected at all times. And it's very hard. People that have not had an awakening, they're not going to understand how hard it is for someone that's had an awakening to go out here every single day and fight this fight, this that you can't even see, while trying to maintain love, light, peace, joy, gratitude. Because these fucking demons, man, they do not want you in that energy. When you are in that energy, you're you're vibrating so much higher. You're attracting love. You're bringing in love. You're bringing in financial blessings. The dark wants you down here in low vibrational energy, because when you're in low vibrational energy, you're making things ugly for other people. You're making things ugly for other people, and you ain't even aware of it. That's why you don't fucking apologize. That's why you don't say you're sorry, because you're vibrating in a low, dark energy. I mean, there are people that owe me apologies. They're never going to apologize. I have to be in love, joy, and gratitude that I'm still not around those people to be pulled down into that energy. But again, here goes my fucking throat. The goal is to be vibrating at such a high level, it just doesn't phase you. And I truly, truly think that people that work in the matrix are really going to struggle with that. They're always going to struggle with that. When they get real quiet, because they're trying to keep that energy off of them and not engaging in it, they'll come across as fucking assholes. When really it's like, I'm trying to protect myself over here, right? Oh, shit. I don't have an ink pen over here. I'll put my little Shakti. I'll put my little Shakti up here. I'm just going to call it 50 even, because that'll be easier for me to remember the collective reading. is at 50. Finality. Farewells leave behind closures. I was talking about the red hat. Look, divine feminine, bottom of the deck. Boundaries comes up after that. Yin, feminine energy. I was talking about pay attention, pay attention to the person wearing the red hat or the camouflage hat. I mean, this person, they may have been one way, right? Before, and now they're another way. Like I was saying, be aware of the person wearing the red hat. Longing, mistakes at the bottom of the deck, intimacy, apology coming up, mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. I was saying that too. Like, I felt, I felt like a victim. I felt like, I felt like a victim. I felt like I was feeling sorry for myself. I was upset. I was upset that my mom and I didn't get there. I was upset about that. And I felt like a victim. And then I was looking back, like on the past 14 days, like, how does all this shit keep fucking happening? Right? How does all this shit keep happening? It's misunderstood. Longing, craving, aching, wanting. Intimacy, bottom of the deck. And then they came out anyway. Yin, feminine energy, Shakti. That's the feminine energy. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, boundaries, no, drawing the line, and enough. And then it's just it's just going back to the beginning of what I was talking about, is setting those boundaries so people don't keep crossing them, right? I'm not there. I'm not in complete divine feminine energy, but that is the goal. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. So I don't have to. I can say anything. I can say anything to anybody. I can say anything. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about how somebody's going to perceive me, right? If you need to apologize, apologize. Sometimes you might need to apologize, and you don't even know that you need to apologize, right? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why do I need to apologize? King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to come in and apologize and speak the truth. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Somebody wants to tell you about it, right? they may try to like you'll have to use that discernment, right? You'll have to use that discernment. Am I being love bombed? Or is it this is just this person's way of like breaking the ice, right? And that is also going to fall, that's also going to fall into that when you have come so far, right? When you have come so far and you've healed so much, it doesn't matter if somebody's love bombing you. You don't have to be over here like, am I fucking being love bombed right now? What does that motherfucker want to do? Because you're so high up here. You've leveled up so high. It doesn't matter. It really, you don't have to have boundaries, because these people, they can't phase you anymore. So I mean, it's like I looked at my brother, right? My brother is a skeptic. I walk in like, it's today, it's gonna happen today. I'm hearing somewhere over the rainbow, and he's looking at me, and then it happened how many hours later? Like I don't have to feel some kind of way, like I can't speak my truth to people. I can say what I need to say. If you don't like what I have to say, I mean, that's on you, but I can say what is my truth. And I'm not talking about being mean and shitty or whatever, even though it may be perceived that way. But I mean, it's the high priestess in the reverse position. 9 of Pentacles reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. 5 of Cups reversed. 5 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Justice reversed. The Emperor reversed. The Lovers reversed. When somebody is talking shit on you, when somebody is talking shit on your name, right? When they're speaking ugly about you, it will make you feel like somebody is fucking putting black magic spell work on you. Words and thoughts is like manifestations. If they're saying all this crazy shit about you, it's gonna fucking feel crazy, right? Somebody's walked away from this shit. Somebody's walked away from that shit. Walking away from things that you wasn't paying attention to before. You wasn't paying attention to it. I was seeing trains. Somebody else was too. LC, I don't know if she made her way to work, but I sent somebody a picture of a train, and they were like, I've been seeing the trains too. The other side of the tracks. The Hermit straight up position. Somebody's just shined a light onto all this bullshit. Virgo energy. Why is this Hermit here? Why is this Hermit shining this light on this High Priestess reversed? The Chariot reversed. Somebody walked away from a real fucking ugly energy. Somebody walked away from a real fucking ugly, 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 ugly energy. The high priestess reversed. The hermit straight up. The chariot reversed. Somebody walked away from a very low vibrational energy. These people was speaking ill on you, bad, and you felt it. The strength card reversed, temperance straight up, the hierophant reversed, the eight of swords straight up, the empress straight up. These motherfuckers was blocking blessings bigger than shit, right? These motherfuckers was blocking blessings bigger than shit. They did not give a fuck about you, and you got hip. I mean, this is this is a big fucking deal. 1, 2, 3. The high priestess reversed, the hermit straight up, the chariot reversed, strength, temperance, the hierophants, eight of swords, the empress. You went through some shit. You went through some shit. And you love these people. You was good to these people. You love them. And I think too, what really freed you, what really made you feel free and in Empress energy is because you know that your heart was in the right place. Now they may have ignored you or thought you was dumb or like not. Why would she give a fuck? Why would she give a fuck? She's fucking stupid, right? No. That's not how God works. Judgment. For real. Motherfuck. Look, your angels, your spirit teams was like, look, listen, stop it. Stop it. You don't have to play. You don't have to entertain this shit no more, right? You don't have to. Mm-hmm. It's like this could have happened. This could have happened anywhere. Work, Eight of Pentacles reversed. This could be friends, Three of Cups straight up, Three of Pentacles reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Magician straight up. Listen, your people, your guides, they told you, get these motherfuckers out of your life because they are blocking your blessings. You know how this works. You know how this works. You got to get these people out of your energy field. You know how this works. It could have been a shit ton of people doing that shit. And you gotta forgive them. Page of Pentacles reversed. Fuck, it could have been kids. Three of Pentacles reversed. work friends, family, friends. King of Pentacles could have been your own fucking dad, your husband. It's Justice. Kind of came out on the side, so I'm going to take it in a straight up position. To take getting a divorce to get up out of this shit, right? This is karmic justice. I mean, this is major. This is big deals. This is all major arcana. Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, reverse position. Four of Swords, 10 of Cups reversed. Four of Cups reversed. I mean, you loved people that did not give a fuck about you. You loved people that did not give a fuck about you. You had kids with people that did not give a fuck about you. You were a child of family members that did not give a fuck about you. You were married to people that did not give a fuck about you. That it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Page of Wands. Ace of Cups reversed. So you had fucking had kids with these people. Two of Pentacles reversed. Some is like, some of it was like you feel like you was trying to protect kids, right? Like you were trying to protect your children. Four of Cups reversed. So now we're getting into details right here, right? It's details. But no, see, no, my family wouldn't do that to me. My friends wouldn't do that to me. No, they wouldn't. Or would they? They would. They would. They do it to your kids too. This is like Hangman, Six of Cups, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, this shit, all this is reversed. The Hangman reversed, the Six of Cups reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Wands straight up, 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Sun reversed, 6 of Swords straight up. This is people that was in your energy field. Family, friends, baby daddies, spouses, parent of your children, your own fucking parents. You don't want to believe it. You do not want to believe King of Wands trying to jump out of there. Queen of Wands reverse. You don't want to believe that your own people would do that shit to you. Six of Pentacles, reverse position. Three of Swords, bottom of the deck. King of Cups reversed comes up after that. Knight of Swords comes up after that. 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the fuck they will. Yes, the fuck they will. They will shit all over you and not give a fuck and tell people how good they were to you. How good they were. I did all this for you. They will fucking tell people all that. He did what? She did what? What? Like, oh, motherfuckers. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Narcissistic motherfuckers. Look at you taking your power back. Look at you taking your power back. Queen of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. 7 of Swords reversed. 3 of Wands straight up. See, we're talking, it's details. This is the details of it all, right? Why does anybody need the details of it all? See, what had happened was, well, we met at the bowling alley. We was on the same bowling league. And well, this motherfucker was had all these options. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the details. You know that the motherfucker's a motherfucker. Get the motherfucker out of your fucking energy field. They're motherfuckers. They lie on you. 3 of Swords. 8 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. These at Sun reversed. Knight of Swords straight up. These is fucking people in your energy field that they don't give a fuck about you. They will breadcrumb you and then give you little gifts and this and that, and then go tell people, well, I did so and so and so and so, and I went over there, and I helped out, and I fixed a car, and blah blah blah, all this bullshit. It's not even. They're not even doing anything spectacular or big. It's not a fucking big deal. But they'll go around and tell other people how they helped you out, but really, you a fucking bomb bitch. These people, the dragonfly, are fucking snakes in the ground. Coffee cup. Lightning. Heartbroken. Not enough. It's like they see you healing, they see you evolving, they see you growing, they see all of that, right? They don't look at things like how you look at things, but they see you doing it. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. You will know who your friends are, who the people that you care about are, and who the motherfuckers are. You already know. You already know. They always saying shitty fucking crappy ass things to you. Shit. It's like reminds of the read you did. The unbelievable is the truth, and what you thought was the lie was the truth, right? So you believe these people because, well, that's your mom, that's your dad, that's your husband, that's your daughter, that's your who the fuck ever. You believed all those people. But the ones that really, 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 really care about you, you don't believe. Huh. Queen of Cups, reverse position. Because what happens to her? King of Pentacles straight up. She has somebody, right? She has somebody that is committed to her. She has someone that truly loves her and respects her. It's a very grounded energy, right? It's very logical and understanding. He's the King of Pentacles. He will, like, I can help take care of you, right? I can help take care of you. I respect you. You're not going to see him like that if you're in this energy. You won't. Six of Pentacles reversed, Two of Wands reversed, Three of Wands reversed, King of Wands straight up, the Hermit reversed, Judgments. This is that where you have got to tell yourself, not everybody wants to fucking hurt me. Not everybody wants to fuck me over. Not everybody wants to do that to me. There are so many people that love me and care about me and want to be a part of my life. I cannot let the narcissistic motherfuckers have that power and control over my life anymore. It doesn't have to be family. It doesn't have to be baby daddy. This can be work. People will get afraid. People will get afraid. Well, if I show tough love, then, maybe my daughter might not ever talk to me again. If I show tough love, then maybe my mom might not ever talk to me again. And then if I don't have my mom, then who do I have? You have you. You have your self-love. J might mean something. J. E. J-E might mean something. It's like this. If somebody is not treating you right? Be easy. And then there's that E. Surrender, give it to God. J-E, those initials. J-E, E-J. Oh, give it to God. Give it to Jesus. Surrender, give it to God. It's like, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus wouldn't let people be being mean and cruel and hateful to him. And he wouldn't want that for you either. J-E-O. O-J. Joe. Damn. With P. Bottom of the deck. S, R, and Q. Rose. J-O-E-S-R-Q. This is, see, to me, this is like letting people hold you back when letting people hold you back. It's keeping you in this low vibrational energy. Rose, the lady. Rose, the lady of Guadalupe, or Mary Magdalene. So somebody might need to read that story. That Joe was also very significant. This went flying. Vegetarian. That's the Sagittarius card. All these right here. All these went that way. This could somebody might need to be eating healthier, to clear, unclog the pineal gland. To me, this is just like somebody that's so afraid of losing connection with people. Birthday and easy does it. I have and everything is okay. I have two cards of be easy. Everything's okay. Don't worry. It's working out in beautiful ways. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. It's like there was someone that was keeping you in low vibrational energy, and you didn't want to walk away from that person because, well, that's your family, your friends, your whoever, but you had to walk away from these people because they were keeping you stuck. And then when you feel guilt over that, that is where love is what's trying to make its way out of there. When you feel like you're stuck, that's a trauma bond. Hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. And that was the second card of surrender. Surrender. Give this situation to God. Give this to God. What would Jesus do? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me on my journey. Does anybody want a card? Does anybody want a single one card before I end this? And what did I say, y'all? 50 minutes in was the reading. Divine feminine power. Y'all you're taking your power back. You're not losing. You're taking your power back. You're not losing. Listen. It's like this. It's like, hey, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't try to control. Flow with it. Roll with it. It's like this. It's like this, Millie. If I call you up every day, right? I call you up and I say, you know what, Millie? This is some bullshit that you blah, 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 blah. And you tell me, Stacey, I don't like it when you say that to me. And I call you tomorrow and I say, Millie, or day before, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Okay. I call you tomorrow and I say the same thing. Da, 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 da. And you say, Stacey, I don't like it when you talk to me like that. Oh, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. And I call you tomorrow and I do it again. So who's wrong? Who's wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Millie? Yeah, I'm wrong because you done told me 2 times. You done told me 2 times to stop doing that, right? Well, why do you keep answering my call? That's where we have to understand. That's where we have to understand the trauma bonds and all that. Like I hold up a boundary, right? I'm going to hold up this boundary. You have to hold up a boundary with me, Millie, because I've done called you 3 days in a row, and 3 days in a row you have done told me, Stacey, I don't like that. So now you got to put up a boundary with me. If I respect the boundary, right, and then I come back and I'm being cordial, or I'm not doing whatever it was that you told me that you didn't like me doing, then you know I am safe. If you put up the boundary and I come back and I start it all up again, then you know I'm doing the same old fucking thing and I'm not going to change from it. So you have a choice. You have a choice to say, this really makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like the way this feels. I think that we're going to have to end our friendship. Or you're going to have to accept me as I am. And by accepting me as I am, you can't then go, well, I done told her 3 fucking times, 5 fucking times, I don't like that. And she still keeps doing it, doing it, doing it. Then whose fault is that? Yeah, right, right, right. But also, too, we, you don't, you also, too, and when I say you, I mean me, because I'm guilty of all this shit, right? I'm guilty of this. When I'm saying you, I mean me, right? You can't, you can't have those boundaries so high that the next person that wants to be a part of your life, friend, lover, co-worker, um, whoever, your boundaries are so high that you're automatically gonna not have trust for them because Stacy didn't know to stop fucking calling and saying all that bullshit, right? We get to a place where we're confident in our judgment. We're confident in where we are. If I'm really really good, then it doesn't matter if the next person calls my phone and says all of this, right? It almost feels like a it almost feels like a yeah, you don't want to close off your heart, because if you close off your heart, you're not manifesting properly either, right? This almost this it's almost, it just feels like it's a I get a lot of timelines in the collective, Millie. We're we'll learn the same lessons. We learn the same lessons. Um, we evolve, but we do it at different times. And the thing of it is, you can't you can't fault anyone for their timing, right? You can't fault anyone for their timing. Um, it's more of that, are you gonna try, or are you just gonna keep doing that same old thing? I guess it's different. It's different stages. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a song on it because I haven't used the song deck in a while. I'm telling you, Billy, I saw 4 dead people in my house. 4 dead people in my house in 12 days time. I saw a portal in my house. I walked away from a job. I saw my brother for the first time in 7 years. I saw my son for the first time in 7 years. My daughter saw her father for the first time in 10 years. My mother died. Um, I, that's usually what somebody goes through, like, I don't know, in like a year. Oh, and I had a yard sale. I had a yard sale. All right, here's y'all's song. Been busier than the Marines? No, because I like to sleep, Millie. I can't make you love me, Bonnie Raitt. That's it. And that, I mean, um, at last, Etta James at the bottom of the deck, because listen, because, and I feel like I'm getting ready to start crying, right? We try so hard, and we want people to love us, and we want people to appreciate us, and it sucks because sometimes we don't get there. We don't get there. And when we can understand that we're not getting there, and we can let that go and walk away and free up space for who's really supposed to be in our life. And I just love this. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next time.